Hello everyone, here I am again doing another video on my channel. I said today we were going to do part 2 of fertiliser setup and showing a bit how I use the fertiliser spinner in the field. This morning, I had a late night last night putting fertiliser on, and we started early this morning trying to get it on before we have the rain come in, but I don't know if we are or not. We've got a bit of a mizzle about now. We should be alright. I haven't got a lot more to do. I expect I've got 50-60 acres left to go, so we should be alright. Let's fingers crossed. Now, people say to me, oh well, when you're fertilising spreading, when you come up to the ends, how do you switch either one of the sides off, or how do you know where you overlap or anything like that? Well, in this video I'm going to explain a little bit about it. Some of you already know how it's done and that, but I want to show you a video of how I do it. Now, when you're going along, your forward speed to get your kilograms per hectare, you look in your book, and if it says, I usually put it on about 10k, or just over 10k, or 10.1 at the moment, if you see down on my speedometer. But I usually put it on at 10k. Some people go a little bit faster, but I usually go on at 10k. And let's see if we can get up here. It's a little bit wet up here. I usually go on at 10k. And what that does, I put on 200 kilograms a hectare. Now that's what I showed you yesterday on the spinner. That's where it's set at on the dial. That's where it's set at, and that's why I'm going 10k, because that's, if you go faster, your kilograms a hectare will go down. Now, like yesterday I was showing you that for your egglet mark, we've got to drop it down to 12 meters on the one side. That's down at the moment. I don't know if you can quite see. Probably see in my mirror. I know it's hard to see, but it is down, and it's shutting it down to 12 meters on the one side. On the other side of the tractor, we are at 21. Chucking out at 21 on the one side. Now, some people go up in the corners and reverse back. I don't. I've never done that. Like I said, the sprayer man will do that because he's going to reverse in because he can't throw it. His nozzles are straight down. But me, I usually just go round the corners and follow the tram lines round. Now, what we do to make sure our meters are correct is the tram lines, what have been put in for the sprayer man and for me putting fertiliser on, and I do that when we're drilling. Round the outside we go 4 runs, and there's a tram line there. We don't put the tram line in, and we put the tram line in when we want to go into the crop. All up the middles, because we're 21 at the moment, it's only 7 runs. Next year we will be doing 24, so that'll be 8 runs in the middle of the field, but only 4 around the outside. Some people do half runs. My boss, who I work for, doesn't like to do that. I don't know the reason why. Usually a lot of places I've worked before I worked here usually likes to do half runs, but my boss doesn't like that. And I'll explain a bit more. Our farm is a mixed farm. We've got cattle, Hereford cattle, we do chickens, and we do arable crops. In our arable crops we do wheat, rape, and we do, like I said, we do wheat, rape, beans, and that's what we usually do all on our cropping. Next year we might be putting in some malting barley, but I don't know at the moment. That is under discussion. Like I said, this season we've just changed the tractor, what I'm just driving now, 7718S, and we changed our drill as well. We used to have a Verlin KV, and we changed that one for the new Kuhn drill. Like I said, coming back to the fertiliser spreading now, we round here now, if you see that tram line over there is quite near me, so when I come back up in a minute, I will shut the one side off and only have the one side spreading. But the first thing you've got to do when you get to the end of the field in a minute is we've got to stop the doors, shut the doors off, PTO is still running, stop the doors by flicking the two spool switch, which is just there. Then two spool switches there will pull back and shut the fertiliser off. Then I'm going to pull that lever there, what's going to lift the silver door, stop the 12 metres. If we keep it on at 12 metres up and down the field, we'll have striping, and nobody wants striping at all. So we're going to just turn around here now, and I'm going to come to a stop. As soon as I come to a stop, I'm going to press the switches, what's coming up. I'm going to come up now, and I'm going to go off. My two fertiliser spreaders are off. And now I'm going to pull the lever to lift the door up on the side. Now, I always do when I'm putting fertiliser on. Some people say this is wrong, they probably will say it's wrong, but okay, it's the way I do it. I always go from the farthest point, the gate's up in the top corner, so there's no point spreading from the gate down across the field because you've got to travel back up your tram line. So what I do, I go to the farthest point and come back to the gate. Now, when I get down here now, you'll see, because this is a fairly banky field, we've drilled the one part of him the opposite way to the rest of him. So I'm going to put another tram line. I'm just going to go around the outside of another tram line. What's this coming up in a second? What is the next one down? Not that one. Next one down. Not that one there. I'm just going to look in the rain coming in. Oh, terrible, terrible. But we want to try to get this on before it gets too heavy and wet. So you'll see in a minute. We've drilled this field the opposite way. So I'm going to start off by putting the fertiliser back on again by pressing the two switches. Let's get back on the crop, or I'll get told off. And you're always going to try to keep your wheels in the tram line. You're always going to keep your wheels in the tram line as best as you can. Let's turn around that right back onto the eggland. Let's turn that off, turn it off. Now, this is how wet it is. If you can see quite see on the camera, but the tram lines are horrendous this year. They are deep and horrendous. It's been terrible when we come to combine. I can tell you that. When I'm driving the combine in the summer, I will be cursing. It's alright because we get auto levelling on the header, but it'll be a bit of cursing, I think, for some of these tram lines. But we can't do anything about that. It's been what the spring's been like and what our winter's been like. So, like I said, the lock on this tractor is terrible. They're supposed to be sorting it out for us, but oh, it's terrible. It is terrible. It is horrendous. So when we go back up the tram line now here, we always dredge it. You can see on the floor where the last lot of grains or last lot of fertiliser is. So pull the. And what we do, we pull the fertiliser spinner like that, it's back on again. When we get back up the other end, it's quite simple really. Once the fertiliser spinner set up, you just shut off, like it's coming up that side now, so what I'm going to do is pull the one spool valve off, like that. And then that will keep spinning. And on your ends, when you come out, you always keep the spinner going a bit farther, because with a fertiliser spinner, people think it just spreads out sideways. Well, it don't just spread out sideways, it spreads backwards, and it spreads farther back than what it spread. It spreads sideways, yes, it spreads 21 metres sideways, but it spreads as well farther back as well. So that's why you're going to come out slightly farther and then switch off as you're going out. But when you go in, when you go into the crop, you're going to go a bit farther in. You're going to go a bit farther in like this. You're going to put the spool valves on. Push them forward like that. And then with the two spool valves, well, you know, some people have electric spools like that, some people have manual spools like that. In this tractor we've got a mix of both. So I hope you enjoy watching my videos. If you'd like to leave a comment and ask questions, I try my best to answer them as best as I can. If you like to subscribe to my channel, like I said, throughout the year we're going to be doing a lot more videos, a lot more different videos on different things throughout the year. I'm going to be showing you a lot of things around the farm and what we do. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them for you, and I hope you do enjoy them. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to leave a comment, like I said, you can do, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that's brilliant as well. So till next time, have a good day, and I hope to see you very soon shortly. Thank you, bye bye.